What is up, Troubler Nation? I'm your host, Keller Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. Our first story. Alyssa Violet. Is she a liar? Do you guys remember on the second to last video from Shane Dawson's series on the mind of Jake Paul, he's interviewing Alyssa Violet, and Alyssa Violet, is talking about how she hooked up with Logan and she didn't want to tell Jake, and she said that to Logan, let's not tell Jake, and Logan responded, I don't care, I'm a maverick, I'm a savage. Here's the clip. Roll it.
Together, we all live together, and we kind of established that friendship, close friends. And then we went to a club like we normally would do and just hung out and then drank, and it was just a bad decision on both of our parts. We texted after and we were like, I was like, please don't ever tell Jake, I don't ever want this to get out, it was so stupid. And he was like, listen, I'm a savage, I'm a maverick.
Oh.
Whoa! Well, apparently, Logan Paul is claiming that Alyssa Violet is a liar. True Geordie did a review of the documentary series on his own podcast, where he goes on to say that he spoke to Logan, and Logan said it's all lies. Roll it.
I mean, Logan says, our family are a little bit, and that's almost exactly the thing he does.
I texted Logan, because we were talking about something else, and I was like, dude, did you... Because one of the things this girl said was apparently Alyssa or whatever, she said, don't tell anyone about us f***ing or whatever. And she claimed that he replied, I'm a savage, I'm a maverick. Right now, when I read that, I burst out laughing. I was like, that's the most arrogant alpha male, bullshit you could say to a girl.
/ on brand.
And but it really did sound like something Logan would say, and I was
it sounds like an automated response.
I said, so I was like, did you actually say that? Because if you did, from now on, whenever a girl gets mad at me, I'm just going to reply, I'm a savage, I'm a maverick.
Cop them.
But he replied to me and he said, dude, on something along the lines of, I'm
a savage, I'm a maverick.
in what real world situation would anyone ever say that? Obviously I didn't say that. He said, but the problem is, myself, and now I've got a
that's a video
no, but you know what I mean. He's like, because I've played right into her hands, she can now say whatever, and everyone is just going to believe it anyway.
Alyssa Violet, how could you lie to us? Or is she? Because I reached out to Alyssa Violet for proof that this is what went down, and well, I got the proof. She sent me her text messages to Logan Paul, where Alyssa said, damn, I'm a piece of poo, and so are you. But oh well. Then Logan Paul responded with this, nah, I'm a G and a savage. This word covered up with whiteout, hooked up with girls in front of you. We're all savages. So, no surprise here, but True Geordie, Logan Paul, your good friend now, is a liar. And a sociopath.
Sociopath is boiled down someone who is just more savage.
And I say that because a lot of people miss the whole point of this series with the mind of Jake Paul. 2 days ago, the finale came out inside the mind of Jake Paul from Shane Dawson. And let me tell you, everybody was talking about it. When the finale dropped, Shane and Jake Paul were #1 trending in the United States. And the overall point and the overall message that we receive from this documentary series is that Jake Paul is not a sociopath, but his brother and father probably are, and he's been trying to fit in and compete against his brother his whole life, so he is mimicking his brother, the sociopath. Seen a few reviews out there where people were missing that point, but that was the whole point of the series. Also in the news, Lil Tay. Okay. This is just sad, guys. There's basically a custody battle going on for Lil Tay. Apparently, the courts awarded her custody to go to her father, and she's being taken away from her mother. Lil Tay did post a couple videos on Instagram saying that she didn't want to go with her dad. And well, it's just all around just a sad situation. Lil Tay doesn't want to go with her dad, although it doesn't seem like her mother has been taking care of her. She even went as far as posting help on Instagram, and it's unclear if Lil Tay's actually making these posts or if it's her brother, but It's just a bad situation where no one wins. Also in the news, a YouTuber has come under fire. We're talking about the YouTuber Staffron Barker with 1.5 million subscribers. Okay, so here's the story. Staffron got on a train and the train got delayed because somebody jumped in the tracks and then got whacked. She had this to say. Roll it.
It's normally a 50-minute direct train from Victoria, which is basically where I was at. So it should have taken me 50 minutes, and instead it took me 4.5 hours. So that was amazing. So basically, obviously, it's really sad. Someone did get hit by a train, but it meant that I couldn't get home. And it wasn't just I just couldn't get home. It was just the most stressful thing. Like, they were doing no buses to help anyone. I was in an hour taxi line, stood in the cold for an hour taxi line, and then a train was going, and I was like, I don't want to wait another half an hour, so I went to get on the train. The train went from Haywards Heath to Brighton, which is supposed to take 15 minutes, and it took an hour and a half. Love that. So anyways, I'm home.
Just a little bit insensitive. You know, somebody lost their life and woe is me. I got home late. Wah! Oh, Staffron. Also in the news, Ice Poseidon and Brandon Hampton threw down. A feud has been brewing between Ice and Brandon Hampton for quite some time, and yesterday, Shot in FPS, Ice Poseidon streamed his brawl with Brandon Hampton. Now, it looks like both sides got some hits in this brawl, but Ice Poseidon definitely lost this brawl. He streamed after the throwdown, showing multiple wounds to the side of his head. Ice Poseidon went on to say he may have lost this brawl, but he wins in the end because he has a career and Brandon Hampton doesn't. And now for our final story. Streaming on YouTube. When you stream on YouTube, you could get donations through the Super Chat. And, well, YouTube takes 30% of the money that's donated, and the streamer gets the other 70%. Now, that is a pretty extreme amount to lose, considering there are other services out there like Streamlabs that only take 1% of your money. But regardless of YouTube taking 30% of the creator's donations, people still use it. In fact, I still use it. I mean, it's easy. But I don't know if people will continue to use it, because over the weekend, there was an update to Super Chat. YouTube has said the company has tightened the rules for which channels have access to monetization features and deployed machine learning technology to identify hate speech in comment features. The spokeswoman added if the user is caught sending abusive Super Chats, the revenue received will be donated to a charity instead of being split between YouTube and the channel creator. You mean to tell me I'm streaming live, some hater comes in and he's like, Alex, I have to deal with getting this hateful message and I don't get the money? Do you know how ridiculous that is? And also, I'm thinking about minority streamers. If you're a minority and you're streaming on YouTube and someone comes in and says some horrible racist shit to you, I mean, of course that's bad and you might not even want the money, but YouTube's not going to give you the option to have that money. So you got to deal with the harassment, you got to deal with the abuse, and then you don't get the money. And then on top of it, YouTube is sending it to charity. You're not sending it to charity. YouTube is, and YouTube's getting the credit for sending that to charity, not you. Let me just say, I really hope somebody at YouTube is watching this. They figure out who decided to do this, and they fire them, because that is stupid. That is stupid. There was absolutely no thought into this whatsoever. This is literally just, oh, I got an idea. Let's implement that without thinking about the repercussions. Whoever decided to do this is an idiot and they do not deserve a job at Google or YouTube. Fire them. Because this rule right here will cause so many people not to use Super Chat. But ladies and gentlemen, this just isn't my opinion. This is a conversation. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you take the time to slap a like on it. And guys, I want 50 comments each from every single person, okay? And if you're new here, take the time to subscribe with notifications on, because as soon as I get the scoop, you want to be kept in the loop. Drumler Nation, now over 4,400,000 subscribers.